Yeah, well, my name is Corey Marcon. I'm Tim Daly, and once again we're here representing the Scholar Athlete Academy. Now, essentially we're just an organization of collegiate athletes who train clients in groups of 1 to 6 with soccer, lacrosse, football, wrestling, basketball, and we train right now outside of Columbia, Maryland. Now I went through that pretty quickly to offer you the same analogy I offered last presentation. Now Dobson Cup, you guys are all more or less experienced entrepreneurs, and we are inexperienced entrepreneurs. So by our participation in this cup, it's actually giving us the experience that we need to become a new generation of experienced entrepreneurs. Much like the Scholar Athlete Academy, where our Scholar Athletes help ensure a future generation of Scholar Athletes. So, our original objectives for 2010, as we presented them last time, is to operate all 5 sports with 6 Scholar Athletes that we hired, train at least 50 clients by June 30th, network and find company advisors. These are like our mentors, people who are really accomplished in their field and their sport, to help the Scholar Athletes with their training, lay a foundation and create a system for our company. Since we presented them, we got some great feedback from the 3 judges that we had, taking that into account, and also since we've been home and getting the ball rolling in the summertime, we've kind of noticed some things. So we reprioritized and we have like some new specific objectives that we'll be focusing on. One thing that we realized is that sales actually aren't going to be a huge issue. Once parents have been seeing what we're doing and the concept that we have, they grab at it, they love it. So we're really fortunate to have that. So we're able to focus on some new things, creating a system for our company. We're developing a new powerful website where parents will be able to sign up through the academy and we can process sales through the website. They can also pay online, and we can do all our transactions that way. And we're also going to have a massive training database for future Scholar Athletes, the trainers, to tap into in the future, and we'll actually get into that. We're going to develop efficient management strategies and company policies so that we'll be able to replicate the Academy in new communities in the future. This is our whole plan. Another thing that we identified that we're going to establish is creating Scholar Athlete dependence, which we'll explain. So as we reprioritize, we started really thinking about scalability. So franchising is definitely our primary long-term objective. And franchising is all about standardizing. So we want to begin now by standardizing the sales, the service collection through our website. And we also want to improve our promotional tools and our sales standards. This is like the Academy Classic, which was the event we talked about last time. However, we don't have enough time to get into it today, because I want to talk about a new sales technique, which is Scholar Athlete takeovers. Now essentially what that is, for instance, last Thursday, I acted as a substitute teacher, if you will, at a girls' U12 soccer team. Now what that does is the first time is free for them, so it's basically a win-win situation where they get my service for free and the parents get exposure to my training. I actually made 5 sales. I closed 5 sales that day because parents really like this service. So once they see it for free, they want to buy it for money. So, and another thing that we're trying to address is Scholar Athlete dependence. So our Scholar Athletes are definitely our greatest assets, and we realized this in the beginning because, as we mentioned last time, they help us get the field time. They help us get equipment, and I only know stuff about soccer, and Tim actually knows nothing at all. So what we're doing is we're basically milking the brains of these Scholar Athletes. Now, we stuck in here yesterday. Essentially, we have these training books. Now, what these training books are is inside them. This is the setup. We have the drill number, the name, and the concept, and the description. That's an example of the soccer drills. And what we're going to do is we're going to combine this book with videotapes of every single drill, and we're going to use this as a rough draft and put all this information online and create this massive training database for this future Scholar Athletes. So they'll depend on us because we'll have thousands of archived drills. So we realize that we can't always get this equipment and the field time for free. So as the Scholar Athlete dependence goes up and we amass this, great brand name and the training database, we can start cutting their wages to buffer the other costs like insurance increasing and also the equipment increasing. So the academy, our advantages. First off, we're young and refreshing, I believe. And so what that means, we hire these college kids to come in and be the scholar athletes. They're very approachable by parents. They're young, and also the position they're in, they're naturally role models. They become role models for these younger kids. Like as opposed to coaches are kind of closer to a parent figure, but you know what I mean, it's a little bit more distant. We really care about our community. We're really involved in our community. I'll explain some of that. And our service is new, it's innovative, and it's actually necessary. So why is it innovative and necessary? It's a big statement. We're small and intimate groups, which allows us to really focus on an individual's growth as an athlete. You know, whereas like camps and even teams, you don't focus on the individual, you focus on a big group. This also allows us to schedule to a parent's convenience. We can work with the parents like to schedule any time of the day through the summer. People have crazy schedules in the summertime. And the academy not only offers a variety of sports in one place where the parents can come to, but it makes the scholar athletes easily accessible. So if a parent wanted training in this format, they'd have to find somebody, say John wants to train with Corey. They'd have to go out and find him. They don't know him. But what the academy does basically is it gives them that bridge in a sense. So they can sign up through the academy and we connect them that way. Our community collaborations, we work with Cleats for Bare Feet. We're helping them raise money doing weekly car washes. And Cleats for Bare Feet is a nonprofit organization. They collect secondhand cleats to send to Africa and places domestically in the United States for less fortunate kids, so they have the opportunity to play soccer. Elite Sports Marketing is this wonderful idea of a company that is actually just started formally. And what they do is kids who are finishing their high school career, athletes, they put together like a marketing package for the person to market to a college and the athletic department so they can ensure enrollment in the college and hopefully a spot on the team. So this is really cool because the people in the academy who we have around that age, we can give them a bridgeway, like just this wonderful program, because a lot of coaches don't market correctly because that's not what they're worried about. The last three are nonprofit organizations in Howard County, and they have a similar objectives that we do in the community, and we have been and will be working with them to do big events, promotional events, fundraisers, things like that.
So after this Dobson Cup exercise, it allowed us to really think about our business in the long term. You know, even when we went back with your critiques to redevelop our future objectives, we've really learned a lot. So in 2010, we just really want to start developing this massive training database. And we want to have clients from all 5 sports. Now in 2011, we want to have 10 scholar athletes, 75 clients, but our big program is going to be, our big project, is going to be the first international soccer game, where we take advantage of the connections that I've made here in McGill and in Nairobi, Kenya. Now in 2012, right before the world ends, we're going to start branching out to new communities, and hopefully we'll have the effective management systems so that we can have the capacity for 20 scholar athletes and 150 clients. Now by 2013, we'll have amassed this massive online training archive. We'll have 2 soccer camps, and we'll have established some sort of company policy that we can really build on in case we really do decide moving forward with franchising. We'll have roughly $150,000 in sales. So, the last thing we wanted to show you, very quickly, is some of the things that are going to be on our website. Now, right now there's pictures next to our scholar athlete profiles, and now there's going to be videos.
Hi, my name is Corey Marcon, and I'm the soccer scholar athlete. I play at McGill University, the Redmen, and currently we're ranked 2nd in Canada. I'd like to get an opportunity to coach your children and make them better at soccer.
We got one more for you real quick. This is Bryce Harley. He's our wrestling scholar athlete.
Hi, my name is Bryce Harley, and I'm the wrestling scholar athlete. Over the course of my 8-year career, I've wrestled everything from JV wrestling to the national collegiate level. And I like to teach your children how to wrestle.
So that's what our new website is going to look like.